Hello all. We are discussing about power plant engineering, chapter 3, coal and ash handling system. Last time we have discussed some topic about coal handling system like introduction, coal handling, coal storage, and today we will discuss about burning system and type of stokers and their working. In last lecture we have discussed about coal handling, um, handling system, different type of storages, different type of containers, different type of elevators, etc. Now we are going to study burning system. Okay, before that we will see the schematic diagram of thermal power plant. This is the schematic diagram for thermal power plant. The main equipments are boiler, turbine, condenser, pump, pulverizer, coal hooper, chimney, and dust collector. The main function of boiler is to produce heat and convert water into steam. After converting steam, steam goes to the turbine, and due to flow of steam, turbine rotates, and after turbine, steam will go in condenser. It will convert steam to water. After that it will go in feed pump, and again it will go in boiler. Our topic is coal handling system. So coal will come from pulverizer to furnace. Before uh, burning, coal should be pulverized in pulverizer for burning and proper combustion. So burning system, fuel is used in boiler, mostly coal. The fuel is burned in confined space called furnace. It provides support and enclosure for the burning equipments. Solid fuels such coal, coke, etc. burned by stokers, while with liquid fuel and pulverized coal are burnt by burners. Selection of fuel firing methods. There are several fuel firing methods are there. So how can we select some of them? There are some points. First one is characteristic of available coal, capacity of that plant, efficiency of operation and the system, reliability of the equipment, nature of load fluctuation, cost equipment and maintenance. There are two type of fuel burning are there. First one is solid fuel firing. In solid fuel firing, we have 2 points: hand firing system and stoker firing system. In hand firing system, the grate is stationary and filling of coal to grate is done manually by sloughs. It is simple method of firing coal into furnace and requirement no capital investment. It goes not to respond quickly to fluctuating loads. The control of draft is difficult and it gives lower combustion efficiency. The stoker firing. A stoker is provided operating fuel by feeding mechanism with moving grate. It is used to medium and large power plant for burnt quantity of coal, and there is efficiency and combustion efficiency are high for stock firing. So in most of power plant we are using stoker firing. Okay, some there are some advantage of stoker firing. It is cheaper grade of fuel, can be burnt easily, In case of burning, control is very high, combustion efficiency is very high, cheaper grade of fuel can be also used, smokeless combustion, so there are less pollution, so less labor required, totally automatic, then system is very reliable, and also we can say it is free from danger of explosions. It results saving labor due to mechanical firing, and less smoke is provided. There are some disadvantages are also for stroker firing is, first of all, it is very costly. So capital cost is very high. Loss of coal through the gates during the flow. System demand due to load fluctuation on plant cannot be met efficiently. So there is also loss on there. Complicated construction and arrangement, the arrangement and construction is very complicated, then exclusive wear of parts, so maintenance will also high. So there are some disadvantages. So we will see the stokers. Basically stokers are classified in two types. First one is overfeeding, and second one is underfeeding. So automatic stoker may be classified as overfeed and underfeed. So principle of overfeed strokers. In case of overfeed stroker, coal is feed in grate above the point of air emission, and primary air first come in contact with ash. The fuel and air move to opposite direction, and layer of fresh coal is coal zone. There are some zones are fresh coal zone, drying zone, distillation zone, combustion zone, and ash zone. The sourced operating system of overfeed stroker. It consists of distinct regions of green coal, incendies glowing with heat, the coke and ash from top to bottom. The primary air coming from first draft fan enters in grate from the bottom side. The arrow are given from bottom side, coming from air from air. The air goes head, gets heated while passes through the layer of hot ashes and pick up additional heat energy, and the region immediately above ashes contain mixture of incendies, coke and ash. So coke content being increased in upward direction. As the air comes in contact with incendies, coke, the oxidation reacts the coke from CO2, CO and free of hydrogen upon further travel of incident region. Some of CO2 reacts when the coke from CO, hence no free oxygen will present in gases leaving incendious region. So the gases leaving incendious region to the fuel bed come consist of nitrogen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen, and water particles, violet matter of raw coal. So raw coal is continuously supplied over the fuel bed. Here is losses in violet matter by distillation. To burn the combustion gases, additional secondary air must be required. So it will be supplied from furnace right angle above the green coal. Since oxygen required of combustion, this is secondary air injected considerable speed. So as the create turbulence of penetrate all parts area and fuel bed. The combustion of gases then completely burn in furnace. The gases enter from boiler contain nitrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, and water particles, and some of carbon monoxide if burning is incomplete. During combustion, the ingredients coal continuously loss into carbon and only remain with fall through the grate into ash pit. So this was overfeed Stoker's working principle. There are two types of overfeed Stokers are available. It can classify in two types: traveling grate stoker and spreader stoker. So let's see traveling grate stoker. The diagram of traveling grate stoker is shown in figure. The stokers may change grade type or bar grade type. These two stokers are similar and diffuser only the grade construction. Traveling grade is also known as conveyor stoker. Figure shows traveling type chain stoker. It consists totally flexible and endless, which forms support for fuel bed. The chain travel over two sprocket wheels. The sprocket wheel on front of side of furnace. It is connected an electric motor through warm resistance gear, while the other is real of furnace. The speed of stoker vary from 15 to 50 centimeter per minute. The traveling chain receives coal and its front is gravity through hopper and carries into the furnace. The depth of fuel in grate is regulated by hand adjusted gate as shown in this diagram. The speed of grate varies of the rate at which coal is fed in furnace. The simulation of adjustment of sprocket wheel, full bed thickness and airflow controls the combustion rate also. So that can only S remain the grate when it is rear sprocket wheel. S fall from grate and rear in the S speed. The air required for combustion is supplied through inlet located below the grates. You can see here. So the air duct under grate is divided into sections enable air supply to difficult parts of the stoker. The secondary air is supplied through the part of provided in furnace walls above the grate. So combustion of primary and secondary air provide turbulence required for rapid combustion. These gates are suitable for low rating because fuel must be burnt before reaches at rear of furnace. The rate of burning with this stoker is 200 to 300 kilogram per meter cube per hour when forced draft is used. There are some advantages of great stoker. It is very simple in construction and initial cost is very low. It is reliable and service maintenance cost is very low. It gives high release rate per unit volume of furnace. The heat rates can control by the speed of chain. It is self-cleaning stoker and ash crusher are not required as a ash cleaner are not formed. There are some disadvantages are also there for great stokers. So the amount of coal can carry it great less hence cannot use the high capacity of boilers. Capacity remain 200 tons or more. We cannot use the boiler 200 tons or per hour or more. Second one is some amount of coal is lost in carried away in form of fine particle with gases. The temperature of preheated air is limited to 180 degree. Specially designed ignition arches are required. The cleaners tubes are very common. When the firing is thinned down at the rear grate, there is possibility to increase of excess of air. So this was the traveling grate stoker. Second type is spreader stoker. The figure of spreader stoker is shown. So in this stoker, coal from the hopper is fed by gravity of feeder, and the feeder is rotating drum with short blades. The coal from rotating feeder is supplied to the spreader by varying speed of feeder accordingly combustion requirement. The spreader is distributor which spreads coal over the fuel bed. It distributes the coal evenly over the entire grate area. The spreader consists of shaft carrying pedal which is coal particles following from them through the coal into furnace. The finer coal particle burnt in suspension and coarser particle are consumed in the gate. First draft fan is used to supply requirement amount air through grate openings. The portion of air is used to burn the fuel on grate remaining utilized, burn the violet matter and fine particles in suspension. Secondary air is supplied by nozzle as shown in figure at high velocity in furnace over the fuel bed. It creates turbulence which helps in completing combustion process. Unburned coal and ash are deposited on grate. Cast iron bar of grate are connected by links to lever that can be moved back for to facilitate for the edge which is removed periodically. This type of stoker can be used boiler capacity from 80 to 150 tons per hour. So this spreader stoker is capacity high than other one. So we will see now advantages. There are some advantages of spreader stokers are there. Wide variety of coal can be burnt easily. Clinker problem is reduced due to ash under firing cooled incoming air. Its operating is very low, so maintenance cost is low. Use of high temperature, preheated air is also possible. Violated matter easily burned. Fire arches are not required. The thin fuel bed on grate is helpful in meeting fluctuating loads. Fuel burnt rapidly and cooking tendency is fuel reduced. So this was the advantages of spreader stoker. There are some disadvantages also there. So we will see disadvantages. First one, it does not work satisfactory with varying size of coal with varying size of moisture content. It can work within 40 mm or small coal. It required efficient drug collection system as the fuel burns in suspension, and due to this flash discharge along with the flue gases. Clicker trouble cannot be avoided, and there are possibility to fuel loss. Some unburnt carbon particles carried out to exhaust gases. So this was spreader stoker. So we have seen traveler grade stoker and spreader stoker. That was type of overfeed stokers. Now another point is underfeed stokers. Underfeed stokers. So in case of underfeed stoker, coal is feed below grade primary air come first in contact with raw or we can say green coal. The point of air admission is above point of coal admission and fuel and air move in the same direction. So in the principle, show the figures. Figure shows operating principle of understoker. It consists distance regions of air incidence crop green coal from top to bottom. Air enters through the hole in the grate where it comes in contact with the raw or green coal. There are there may raw coal or there may green coal. As it diffuses through the bed of raw coal or green coal, it meets violet matter generated by raw coal. The air mixes with violet matter and passes through in incandescent zone and then enter in radiation of incandescent coke where react similar overfeed stokers and breaking of molecular structure of violet matter takes place. The gases produced pass through the layer of air and the secondary air supplied a top burnt combustion gases. The unfit stoker are best suited for bituminous, semi-bituminous coal or we can say fuels containing more violet matter and small ash content. The violet matter being higher temperature before entering furnace. It burns quickly when mixed with secondary air. In overfeed burning, violet matter will be slightly cooler than furnace gases, hence it need more time to ignite and burn. So this was the principle of overfeed stokers. Now we will see classification of overfeed stokers. There are two type of overfeed stokers are available. Sorry, two type of underfeed stokers are available. First one is single retort underfeed stoker, and another one is multi retort underfeed stoker. So first we will see single retort stoker. The arrangement of single retort stoker is shown in this figure. This figure is divided in two views. This is A figure and this is B figure. So coal is fed into cylinder by gravity from large hopper placed in the furnace. Coal is first burned into bottom retort by reciprocating ram. Retort is slightly inclined to 10 to 20 degree with horizontal pushers and enter coal bed along length of retort. Air is supplied through the two ears provided along upper edge of the grate shown in figure B and also the ash and cleaners are collected. The ash pit provided dumping arrangement. The feeding capacity of single resort stokers are varies from 100 to 2000 kilogram per hour. Due to inability of obtain over air distribution for side of retort, multi-retort are generally used increasing burning capacity of stoker. So this was single retort stoker. Now we will see multi-retort stoker. The diagram of multi-retort stoker is shown in figure. It contains series of alternative retort and tier boxes from supply of air. Each retort is fitted with reciprocating ram for feeding pusher plates for uniform distribution of coal. The coal falling from hopper is pushed forward during the inward stroke of stoker ram. The pushers then push the entire coal along length of stoker. The length of stock pusher can be varied as desired. The scope of stroke helps to moving fuel bed, and this is fuel bed movement keeps slightly agitated to the breakup of cleaner formation. Primary air is supplied from main wind box and the fuel bed is situated below the stokers. The partially burnt coal move the extension gate from extension grate it moves into ash pit. The low pressure of air enters in extension grate and wind from windbox is supplied to thinner fuel bed the extension grate. The quality of air is supplied and regulated by an air dumper. Okay, now we will see advantage of multi or over underfeed stoker. Advantages are there. Thermal efficiency is higher compared to chain gate stokers. Part load efficiency is higher with multi retort stoker. Grate is self-cleaning. Sufficient amount of coal always remains the grate, so boiler is always operating with even temporarily and breakdown of coal system. The higher combustion rate is optable. The different variable coal can be used. Grate bars 2 years and retors is not subjected to high temperature as remain contact with fresh coal. Smokelet operation can obtain and there is dust collection problem is very less. There are some disadvantages also. This first one is the equipment is very costly. So initial cost is very high. Large building space are required for stoker behavior. Their wear and tear is also high. So we can say maintenance is also high. Low grade fuels is high grade fuels cannot be burnt economically. Then cleaner formation can be not avoided. Loss of coal can take place. So this was stokers. Stokers for using burning system. In next lecture, we will discuss about pulverizing coal system. Okay, thank you.